no. It's just hard to get inspired because what happens is you get older.
Yeah.
And when you get older, it's hard to take that mental clock out the back of your mind.
Yeah.
At 25, it's easy to think, oh, I can have this car, I can have this house, I can have this job, I can have this life. Then you be 35 and you kind of like, ooh, it didn't happen for 10 years when I thought about this 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Another 10 years, I'm 45. So I think at this point, it's not that I'm scared of anything, but it's kind of like, I need something that works. Like you start investing into like for sure results.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I may not want to sit in that Jaguar. I may need to sit in a Toyota. You get what I'm saying? I may need to sit in a Lexus. Lexus may be my line. You know what I mean?
But do you fear that might limit you? Because one thing I'm thinking about.
What's wrong with limits though? But go ahead though. Because
one thing I'm thinking about is that, I said Jesus, which is very true. But I'm also thinking about even the way I'm structuring my life. Like my little sis, I start asking her career advice. Because the way she's climbing up the ranks in her job inspires me to take my career more seriously. I also have a mentee who's like 10 years younger than me.
You actually have somebody that you're mentoring.
Yeah.
In code?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So I have a mentee. He's actually going through a program now, and so I'm working with him. I'm getting people from different different parts of the industry, tech industry. Some are recruiters, some are PMs, and I'm bringing them along to talk to him. But the weird thing is, we have certain conversations where it's an inspiration for me, not just him. Like there's things that he talks about, things that he does, or things that he's working on that I'm like, oh, I need to also work on that. I also need to perfect that. And it's a refreshing reminder that, yeah, even though I'm getting older, there's still things that you could dream about, or there's still things that you could work on. And I'm finding out that I don't really get that from older people as much, because I feel like what happens is they start to be like, okay, what's realistic versus like, someone in their 20s or someone in their, an
old person was once young though.
Yeah, but a lot of old people don't ever get to the point where they wanted to when they were younger.
Okay.
Usually it's the young people who get to like, oh yeah, I'm living my dreams. That's like, you could do anything. You could do anything.
But even that's a minuscule number. That's not all young people.
Exactly. So, but what you find out with young people, they haven't lived that life. That's why so many do greatest inventions. Yeah. Not all of them. Some of them are happening from older people. The greatest inventions or the greatest artists or all these, the biggest artists or whatnot, they really pop off in their 20s.
Facts.
Because they have no limitations. There's like, I'm going to just try. Now, maybe that's skewed because that's the only people we see. I mean, there's a lot of 20-year-olds that tried the same thing and failed, right?
And they become our parents and have these limitations, possibly.
And a lot of these parents do well for themselves, right? So it's not like that's terrible. But when we talk about inspiration, I guess my thought is always moving or pushing past what you think is possible.
Yeah, like with me.